Welcome. It's October 30th at 6:20 to the Safety and Health Committee meeting. To my right is Jeffrey Whitten, and to my left, Christy Marshall. And we are here for two recommendations. The first recommendation is for council to amend an agreement with Lost Creek Township for the Troy Fire Department to provide EMS services to the entire township through their 2027 contract. Is there anything to add?
And for the record, you are the...
Oh, and I am the chair, William Twist.
Thank you. Your modesty precluded you from introducing yourself. We are asking for an amended agreement with Lost Creek Township. We do have an agreement with them to serve part of the township with EMS services through the Troy Fire Department. The trustees recently came to the fire chief, or I don't know, maybe he went to their trustee meeting, but they did approach us wanting to expand that area to include all of Lost Creek Township. So you see the proposed amended contract amounts. That follows the same formula that we've used for our contracts with Concord, Staunton, and the current portion of Lost Creek. And so this is the expanded version of EMS only and the whole township. The fire chief has reached out, talked to the township. They're in agreement with these amounts and would welcome approval by the city council. And we are not asking for emergency legislation. This would start January 1st, 2024.
Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, I do. We currently serve right now all of Staunton and Concord Township, and then a portion of Lost Creek Township. So, I guess with Troy being centrally located in comparison to Staunton and Concord, that seems reasonable to me. But Lost Creek going all the way out to the county line, and with the line in here about this would not affect response time or something to that equivalent for the city of Troy. I think we have a representative from the fire department here.
Sure, Assistant Chief Pemberton's here.
Is there, as best we can, an average for any incident time the EMS might have on a call? An average, not a response time, but time on call they might be on Lost Creek? Not to Lost Creek, just any call in general. Like how long?
It's approximately about an hour for all EMS calls. Is about an hour.
So out to the county line, 15 to 20 minutes and back, 2 hours that the EMS could be out of town. Assuming I'm saying if they went all that far out and.
Potentially, the additional runs that they'll be picking up is about 50 a year. They have 77 total runs in Lost Creek in the time span that we actually went through. So it's a small number, and just so you know, Christiansburg Fire Department, which was covering their jurisdiction, basically stopped serving Christiansburg and the Lost Creek Township. So they basically stopped doing the EMS services for them. So they don't have very few options, so that's why they've elected to contact us.
Would that be more often than not Medic 12 that would answer those type of calls? I see that they generally have the fewest response calls. Is that just location-based and who gets called out, or is that?
It's all by the location.
Okay. And we don't feel like there'll be any any problem with going out there maybe 50 times a year?
We don't at this current point in time. After our discussions and debates, we don't feel that there's going to be any issue responding out there. We looked at all the address points and stuff that we're responding to, and very few are actually over by the county line. Now, will it happen? It could possibly happen.
Okay.
But at this point, they're not. You can't say where we're going to be.
Okay. That's all.
Any questions from me? Any questions from other council?
What's the population of Lost Creek Township, you know?
I do not know right offhand.
It's only a couple of hundred.
Yeah, it's not very large because we're not actually servicing Casstown itself, because that's still serviced by Elizabeth Township. So we're not going to be going into Casstown, which is probably the largest, obviously, entity there for them. I could not honestly tell you. I'm guessing maybe 1,500 at the most.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the audience? All right. How would you guys like to proceed?
Move forward.
Move forward? I agree, so if we can move forward, documentation. Second item to come before us today is agreement between the city and Miami County Public Health for the district to provide health services to Troy residents, with the city paying $403,542.89 for services during 2024. And this is I had it, and it disappeared. How big of an increase?
8.8%. Just to remind or educate those that haven't been involved in this before, we do contract with Miami County Health, Public Health, Miami
County Public Health.
Yeah,
There you go.
different name.
Yes.
That is a similar arrangement with the other 20, it's a similar arrangement with 22 of the 24, and I'll get back to the 23rd. So the 22 out of the 24 entities in Miami County have a property tax that pays the health district with the millage of 0.4 outside mills plus 0.2 inside mills. We pay ours through the general fund. We use the same calculation. So the other one is Piqua, that last year, the year before now, disbanded their own health department and now contract with Public Health using that same calculation. I don't think they have their own property tax dedicated, but they may be also general fund. That's why they held them out separately. The increase is relatively high, 8.8% compared to previous years, but we did have the major revaluation of properties this past year, and so since this is all based on that, and based on millage, property tax millage, that's why the impact was higher than we might otherwise expect. It is a rate that starts January 1st, 2024, so it too would, if approved, would be included in the 2024 budget under the general fund.
Any questions? Any questions from other council? Any questions from the audience?
And we do have the health commissioner in the audience, if you have any questions.
If we have any questions. Come on, we can't think of a great question for the health commissioner to... I do have one. It's just, how many Troy residents are serviced through the Miami County Health?
That's a good question, sir. All of your residents are served through...
Correct. How many have utilized the Miami? Is that a better way?
That's a difficult question to answer as well, because of we have 88 programs that run all the way from restaurant inspections. So if you've gone to a restaurant, if you've gone to a grocery store, you've utilized our services, birth certificates. I will tell you that, like for our clinic services, probably about 60% of the clinic visits are from Troy residents, and just because of particularly the location here inside the city limits, the city of Troy's utilization is proportionally much larger than the rest of the counties. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me.
And on our 88 programs, are those all done through the Troy location, or is there outreach that goes out to the county?
We have that single location, but we do a lot of outreach. We go into the community as much as we can, whether it's doing educational programs on site, hitting community events. So there's a number of ways we deliver our services.
Okay. And do you feel this is a reasonable amount? Well, obviously, you would rather have millions upon millions of dollars, but...
we get that rate from the county auditor's office, and is it a bit of an increase? Yes, it is, but there's also been years where it has gone down as well. So
Correct.
whatever that number the county auditor gives us, we do abide by that, so. Even
Thank
if it goes down, so.
Yep, thank you.
Very much appreciate you guys,
Yeah,
Cross-reference.
I just wanted to make that clear that it's the county that dictates those,
the rate,
the rates.
yes.
So it's not like we can go and
Yeah, I don't come up,
Dictate the property value.
property values
Then they're calculated.
that are calculated.
They don't tell us
Calculated
what
from-
rates they're
correct.
set.
Right.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Proceed.
Move forward.
Move forward. All right, if we can move forward to council. Anything else to come before
No, sir.
health and safety? All right, or safety and health. Get it right. All right, we're adjourned.